Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Lance now on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Lance now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And it's a room to run now. Touchdown, 49ers. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Conner. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Murray off play action. Flushed out right. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, Conner. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Chase Edmonds from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Lance going to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Lance. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. To throw, it's Murray. Out to his left. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on second down. Murray eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Just keeping the play alive. And he wisely will throw that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On first down, it's Mitchell, and he's got room. Past the 20, 5, touchdown, 49ers.
We've seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Shotgun now for Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they've ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th, rolling to his left. That's to his running back, complete. Pushes him over, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's a handoff to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Steps away to his left. This one caught by Kittle. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Niners. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And shedding through the tackle.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Murray has the first down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Another 2-point conversion attempt coming for the Niners.
Now Lance
steps away. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you were...
yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Murray now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Murray has the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Murray now on first down. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Here's Murray, flushed out right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. To throw, it's Lance.
On the move to his left.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the masterclass right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Edmonds, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Here's Murray. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Lance now on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the Niners once again electing to go for 2.
Lance now to throw. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if and down he goes. The 49ers get there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lance going to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Mitchell again.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out to his left. Fighting his way. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's brought down after a very nice game.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defense defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked off by Ambry Thomas.
And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. Jennings. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.